How do I know I can see?
Have you got names enabled? So above every plane you can see a white name, the type of the aircraft and the height.
Can't even see any airplanes. Just some staticky things, I guess.
You might not have the multiplayer bit set right. So you might have to exit because you have to for that.
What, and reset it? Restart or?
Not restart the sim, no, just restart, reload into the airport. You might have to change your setting to group flight. Because there's
But you can switch on the nameplates in the same menu, you know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, see if you've got that. So escape out and go to general options.
Yep.
Then go to traffic. Go traffic nameplate.
Traffic nameplate. Okay, I've gone on now.
Put it on.
Now go back to resume.
And then
see if you can see people. What's your in-game name, Nigel?
Cougar Fool.
Cougar Fool. Let's see if I can see you.
I don't see any Cougars.
We are in Manchester, aren't we?
Yeah.
What stand are you on?
Oh, 20 something.
20 something.
No, I can't see.
Which is your name?
Cougar Fool. But I can't see it. I can't see anybody else.
Yeah, it's got to be that group flight option then.
Okay, I'll come out. Is that back to the main menu or restart?
Yeah, back to main menu, yeah.
Main.
I think I like them.
Yeah. That. Oh, it's lost me. Okay.
Block fuel.
Right, okay, so I'm on that. What do I need?
Go top right, go to world map.
Yeah, I'm on that.
I'm trying to remember. Then click top right again, and you should have boxes with the weather, your AI traffic, and the multiplayer on the left.
Multiplayer is off.
Right, put it on the middle one.
All players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that should work.
And that should work. Now just load back into the game.
Because there are like at least 40 people in Manchester just now.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some bloody... Go away. Oh, I've got loads of things. Oh, but I'm started on the runway.
Ah, shit.
With
I can see you, yep, I can see you.
Oh, with the engines going as well.
Yeah, you do. When you start on the runway, everything's started and ready to go, so...
What a nuisance.
Come back out and go back in again and just change it. I can see you though, that's the good thing.
Sorry, I'm holding people up.
That's fine.
Just carry on without me and I'll catch up.
No one.
No, it's not a problem.
No one is in the garage.
I'm programming the Matthew, so
Ah, okay.
it's gonna take me more time that it will take to you.
So, Nigel, just one more question. One question about the Navigraph. So when you plan the approach mode, so sometimes you just use vectors to the next waypoint, yeah? So it doesn't always show, you know, the full line.
Ladies and
to all
gentlemen,
the
the
waypoints on the
captain
way.
has turned on the fasten
Or should
seatbelt
it?
sign.
When you
If you haven't already done
when you're
so,
doing what
please
in
stow your carry-on
Navigraph,
luggage
planning
underneath
your
the seat in
route.
front of
Yeah,
you
so
or in an
Navigraph
overhead
charts.
bin.
Yeah, so I'm planning
Please
my
take your
routes,
seat and fasten your
my
seatbelt. And also make sure
Take
your
off,
seat back
yeah,
and
to the
folding
star,
trays are in
and
their full
then
upright position.
approach.
If you are seated next to an
And
emergency
you've got
exit,
approach
please
and
read
what
carefully
else?
the special instructions card located
Sorry, I'm
by your
just talking
seat.
shite.
If
Arrivals
you
and
do not wish to
approaches.
perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please
Okay.
ask a flight attendant
Yeah,
to
and
I'll
rescue
get
then-
my
you.
desktop back.
We remind you
and
that
then-
this
Get
is
my
a
desktop
non-smoking
back, and then I'll
flight.
do the same as you. I'll run up
Smoking is
Navigraph.
prohibited on the entire aircraft,
Well,
including
now
the
now
lavatories.
it's just sad because
Tampering with,
Steve
disabling, or
sent
destroying the
the whole
lavatory
plan.
smoke detectors
You know,
is
all the,
prohibited by
you know,
law. If you have
stuff
any
in.
questions about
But
our
in
flight
general,
today,
when I
please
plan
don't
the route,
hesitate to ask one
there
of
is
our
no
flight
approach
attendants.
set and there is no departure
Thank
set.
you.
Yeah, so there is no star and there is no
Yeah.
SID.
Yeah.
In Navigraph charts
Yes.
within the sim
Yeah,
or the separate program,
the separate.
the separate Navigraph chart. So you've plotted a route. So the one I've got at the moment ends at LGMK, which is just another one I did earlier. So if I have a look at that, yeah. So from my last fix of Varix to runway 34 at LGMK, I've got a green dotted line.
Yes.
Yep, that means it doesn't know which star you're going to use,
Okay.
because it doesn't know what the weather's going to do.
Okay.
So you would then have to load the appropriate star when you get close enough.
Okay.
In your sim, yep. Because
Okay.
presumably, I've never used this chart planner in Navigraph. I don't use it. But can you save it to run in? Does it export it as a MSFS flight plan then, or something?
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Oh, right. I don't know. I've never done it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can just plan everything in Navigraph. So, for example, the way I could do it is just go to the Airwego website. Then there is the SimBrief link. Yeah, SimBrief is connected to the Navigraph, and then it's all kind of connected, exported, and then when you open Navigraph charts, you've got the route, but without seats and stars.
Right. Yeah.
So then you just have to kind of show it, or well, you can obviously export the plan and then just do the rest of the stuff in your airplane, like setting the departure, like depending on the runway and stuff like that. It was just a question, that sometimes I just end up on Navigraph chart with some really weird approach path.
Okay.
Sometimes it is just left with a piece with a dotted line, so it doesn't match, and because you can obviously display all the approaches, for example, on Navigraph charts, and then you can choose whichever is closest to your last waypoint towards the runway.
Gotcha. Right.
And sometimes there isn't like a really straightforward approach, and then you are left with dotted lines between the last waypoint and the beginning of the
Okay. So
approach or arrival.
I'm just looking at this one, so if I say I'm going to go to a BOR DME on runway 34, then I can select the transition. So on the approach, I can select the transition, and the transition will be from wherever I want it to be. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so if you...
it works, sometimes it looks nice.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes it's like fucking shit, so what's going on in here? And just, you're trying, let's say, I was flying this route in, from Seychelles to Madagascar.
Yeah.
And, all the approaches to Madagascar was like, what is that?
Yeah.
So I was just blaming probably, African thinking that there must be something wrong with it. But for example, if you go to what is it? So it's Foxtrot Mama Mama Indigo airport, and then you know see all the approaches for that. That's crazy. And then trying to adjust the final arrival and approach with what we've got in the plan for Simbrief, it was kind of a nightmare. And even the plan created in MFS was kind of weird. So I guess there must be probably a way of getting vectors from the flight control.
Yeah.
So I think
if I share my screen, or do you want to go to another channel? Do you want to go to the bar and then I'll share my screen and you can see the way that it does it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You alright, Roberto?
Yeah. I'm programming the material.
Cool. I'm just going to head to a holding point just by runway 23.
Okay.
What altitude are we going, guys, tonight?
Hello, James.
Hello.
Bloody hell.
James.
300.
Okie dokie.
I've put all the flight plans on the events channel if you need them, James.
Yeah, I've done that.
Cool.
It just took forever to spawn now.
Yeah.
I've just updated the fly-by-wire, I think that's why again.
Cool.
Now just got to wait for the things to line up.
Is fly level 300 or 320? What are we?
300.
Okay. Let's start the engines. Budget.
23 left for departure, is it?
Yep,
23
23 left. Yep. 26 for the landing. At the moment, anyway.
You've got to cross over on 23 right.
Correct.
Yeah, 23 left and
26. 26 for landing.
via
ILS.
ICLA 1 Yankee. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, they've done such good work with the night lighting now. So much better. Awesome.
With what? Sorry?
The night lighting.
Uh,
I'm flying at night.
yeah.
Doing it live time.
Well, I'm doing in lifetime, but Peruvian time.
Yeah.
We need to do sometime an event with pilot and co-pilot flying with your controls. I think it's the software.
Yeah, Chris said that last week. Yeah, definitely be good.
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah.
Then you've got like 2 pilots flying, and then it's much better
Exactly.
when something goes wrong.
Try
Yeah.
to do all the things like in real life. Checklist, all the things.
Oh yeah, me and Chris have done it, haven't we, Chris?
We've done it. Just checking if everything is just.
Yeah.
What
brilliant.
happens if one of you, your computer decides to go tits up and crash the game? Will the other one still carry on regardless?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Because your controls only gives the kind of that you are sitting in the same cockpit,
Yeah.
but there are 2 separate games going on anyway.
Yeah.
That's good then.
And then you can either be a flying pilot or co-pilot, so it can be set up in the software as well.
And you can hand control over whoever sets the server up can set who's controlling the plane.
Yeah. So, for example, flying pilot is the one who is in control, and then you can't do certain things as a co-pilot. So
Yeah.
So yeah,
Brilliant.
it's fun. We had some crazy moments like almost crashing, and then yeah.
Oh, the CRJ was the best one. That was
That was
hilarious.
crazy. That was crazy stuff. Yeah, Steve said, "Go around." Fuck off! Now I'm going around. Just go around.
It was like 2,000 feet too high. It's like, go around. Now I'm not. Dive!
I'm landing. And I landed.
Like 6G dive it was.
Yeah. But yeah, Steve was, taking care of, all the flaps, all the speed brakes, and Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Felt like an astronaut. I'm sure I went weightless for a couple of seconds. The dive was that steep.
Why is it pushing back and I haven't asked for anything?
It does that when you put your APU on for some reason.
Maybe you have the
Light assistant.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Press Shift P, it'll stop it. It's usually when you put your APU on, isn't it? And you think you want pushing back.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I discovered.
All turned off. Go
All turned off. That's fine. Cool.
Shift P.
I like the controls are pretty much the same as FSX.
Yeah.
Apart from the spoilers. I
Yeah.
do that myself. I don't think there's a button for the spoilers. I think you have to add it yourself.
Yeah, you do.
So I just did the same as that FSX because that's what I was used to.
The line, isn't it? Line to the right, isn't it?
That's it. Forward slash, is it? Or
Yeah, that's
I
it.
get the two mixed up. I know it's
I
which
do,
one it is.
yeah.
It's on the right anyway.
Yeah.
Right, 1 more minute to go.
2 minutes for me.
There we go. It's lined up now. APU on.
Oh, it's busy at Manchester. Really busy.
Oh, have you got live players on now? Is it all working?
Yeah, it's all working now.
I've
So I
tried
can
mine.
see.
Oh, I better go in there and do that now quickly.
Oh, I've got that AI add-on as well. That's working really well at the moment.
What does that do? Is it
Just
change all the
puts-
liveries and stuff?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I did have one a while back off Flight Sim 2, but I'm not sure if it's the same one.
Yeah, no trouble.
Right.
It uses the Iveo CTL files, I think it is,
Oh, right, okay.
but to get the libraries.
Oh, that's alright, not far to taxi then across there. Oh, the skies are suddenly busy.
Yeah,
See, 3 on approach, I think, or 4 on
Yeah.
approach.
one's just landed on 23 left. It's-
That's unusual to land on 23 left.
Steve,
yeah,
what did you use to create the flight plan? Soski?
it's in brief.
Like with up-to-date ERAC or not?
Why? With what?
With up-to-date ERAC, like 2110 or whatever. No. Have you got like the Navigraph subscription or not?
It must,
No,
it must
no,
be,
but I
it must be actualized or keep the same, because I have actualized it and it is the same route, the same flight plan that Steve passed.
Okay. Because when I upload it to Navigraph charts, it's just like this waypoint doesn't exist. This is not part of this route and stuff like that. But
Yeah. What I normally do before I load it in, I'd get it from SimBrief and then save it as a Microsoft plan. Then I load it into little nav map, and any errors I find, I change it and then resave it again before I load it into my aircraft from.
that's fine. It's just like
Yeah.
because all this, software is just
Yeah.
peculiar.
I'm just taxiing over.
Can't see you yet, James.
I've just come off gate 31, I think.
Oh, right, are you all the way? There's loads of people over there, that's most probably why. Just got jumbled up letters and names, and so many people.
Yeah, I'm just going to the.
Moving past the Emirates stand now. Jesus. Used to be a regular visitor to Manchester Airport. I've been for over 2 years now.
Right. Yeah.
They spoilt it. If you look by the tower there's a new business area that they built.
Ah,
Kind of
right.
blocks the viewing area.
There's a pub now, isn't there? Because I know Airliners Live, they do a lot of streams from Manchester, and they're at like this pub or restaurant, and it's right
It's
by
right on the end of runway.
right on the. That's it.
Five right.
That's it.
Well,
Yeah.
the start of it, shall I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Do you
there
guys-
years. They charge you a £5 and think to park for 2 hours. You don't have to be a customer.
That's good, isn't it? That's really good.
Do you guys go to Weatherspoons?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Got
on
what,
behalf
Bob?
of the captain
Do you
and
go
the
to
entire crew,
Weatherspoons, the pub?
welcome aboard.
Oh, yeah.
Now we
for
request
breakfast.
your
I
full
ran to the
attention
toilet.
Have you heard
as
the
the
news
flight
about them?
attendants
Have you heard the
demonstrate the
news about
safety
November?
features of this aircraft.
But they
When the
So-
seatbelt
I
sign
think the price is
illuminates,
down, aren't they,
you
or
Yeah,
must
the
something?
price
fasten
is
your
going down to
seatbelt.
one quid per
Insert
fucking
the
pint.
metal fittings
Yeah.
one
Right.
into the other and tighten by
Jesus.
pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your
And a shot
seatbelt,
of,
lift the
like
upper
bells
portion of the
or
buckle.
Gene or
We
whatever.
suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the
Very
flight,
come they can
as we
afford to
may
do it nowhere else.
experience
Can stop making it to me.
because they don't
There
have
are
an
several
entertainment's
emergency
license.
exits on this
That's all it
aircraft.
is.
Yep.
Please take a few moments
And
now
they
to
did that
locate
for
your
Thousand
nearest
Pubs.
exit.
Yep.
Oh,
In some
yeah.
cases,
So-
your nearest
Entertainment's
exit
license is
may be
about £2
behind
grand a pop, I think.
If we need to
You times
evacuate
that
the
by-
aircraft,
The way
floor
they
level lighting will
buy
guide you
their
towards
drinks
the
is
exit.
they buy them
Doors
with a
can be
very, very
opened by
limited
moving the
shelf life.
handle in
So
the
they've only got
direction
like a
of the
week
arrow.
left.
Ah.
Each
they
door
buy
is
them dirt
equipped with
cheap
an
and they get them
inflatable
just in
slide
time
which
for
may
a week.
also be detached
Clever.
and used
Very,
as a
very
life
clever.
raft.
Yeah. There was a program all
Oxygen
about
and
it.
the air pressure
Like
are
how he runs
always
his
being
business.
monitored.
Wow.
In the event of a decompression,
Mission
an
to cross
oxygen mask
23
will
right.
automatically appear
But
in front of you.
he's on every
To start the
fucking
flow of
airport in
oxygen, pull the mask towards you.
UK. Airport.
Place it
So-
firmly over your nose and mouth.
Well, they
Secure the
generate a
elastic
lot
band
of
behind your head and breathe normally.
Still can't see you,
Although
James.
the
I can
bag
see
does
Chris.
not
He's just
inflate,
crossing
oxygen is flowing
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
just
mask.
I'm just going towards you.
If
I'm
you are
just crossing
travelling
there
with
as
a
well.
child or someone who requires
Are you
Yeah,
log
I'm gonna-
27?
secure your mask on first, and then assist the
I'm
other
what, sorry?
person.
Oh no,
Keep
log
Keep
hello
your mask on
27.
until a uniformed crew
No, I'm
member
like normal
advises
now.
Are you
you to
all-
remain.
Yeah.
Are you
In
on
the
I'm just going to
event
check
of
to see what
emergency,
area I'm on
please
this
assume
online
the
server.
bracing position.
I'm on Join FS as well.
Lean forward
Check
with your
how
hands on top
you
of
will
your
start in
head
the
We're not
and
on
your
Join
elbows
FS.
against your thighs.
Ah, okay. Let's ditch that
Ensure
one
your
then.
feet
We're
are
on
flat
normal
on the floor.
multiplayer.
What's
A
the bet?
life
I'm in the
vest
wrong
is
zone
located
then.
in a pouch
North-
under your
North
seat
Europe.
or between the armrests.
I was
When
going to check.
instructed to do so, open the plastic
Shouldn't
pouch
change,
underneath
should always
the
be on the
vest.
same, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it
Slip
should.
it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist and
North
adjust
Europe.
at the front.
North Europe,
To
online.
lift
Unless
the
you haven't
vest,
got your group
pull
flight on.
firmly the red
Got
cord
it.
only
Check
when
that
leaving
again.
the
Delete
aircraft.
it.
If you need to refill
Hello.
the vest,
Everyone's
blow
on.
into the
Multiplayer,
mouthpiece.
live player.
Use the whistle and light to attract
Don't know, so I've got to
attention.
come back out of it. Go back in
Also,
again.
your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device.
What I like
Aircraft.
about
Pull the
Navigraph
cushion
is
from the
you've got
seat,
this
slip your
interactive
arms
chart,
into the
so you
straps,
you
and
see
hug the
exactly
cushion
where
to
you
your
are on the
chest.
chart on the airport.
At this time, your
This is-
portable electronic devices must be
Everything's on,
set
it's
to
weird.
airplane
Bizarre.
mode until an announcement is made upon arrival. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke
Wait, let's see other planes coming and
located in
going.
the lavatories is prohibited by
One
law.
just landed on 23
You will
left now.
find this and all the other safety information in the card located in the seat
Nope.
pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you
definitely
read it
Manchester.
before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Strange. I need to go to a different zone and come back. If that makes sense.
It's probably online this.
Sometimes you just have to just spawn again.
Yeah. I'll go West Europe and then I'll be back. Teleport.
Where's Beans? Beans 177. Just in front of us.
Just
Got
next,
that
all these planes I can see are generic. Got some fuel. What happens if I sign out? Will that knock me out of the game as well?
Make you offline, I think, wouldn't it?
Sign out,
Have
sign
to be
out.
signed in to be online.
Yeah, I won't touch that then.
Niger is Cougar full.
Parking brake
Yep.
set.
No.
Yep.
Okay.
Parking brake set. Lowering
Sounds
Trying
aircraft.
to find my
See
way
you.
to the runway. It's really confusing.
Ground. Startup is
Open the
complete.
tab.
You may disconnect.
Navigate.
Roger. Good engine start.
Oh,
got
Clear to
Emirates
disconnect.
coming in.
See you at the side.
I
Yep.
didn't
Have a
think of
good
that.
flight.
Clean that.
Holding position, waiting for the visual.
Jesus,
Thank you
Nigel.
and goodbye.
UAE 19.
I didn't think of that.
The easiest way.
Yeah, I'm starting my
If you've got
taxi.
subscription.
Okay, Roberto, see you soon.
Right, I'm going to go back to the main menu and just spawn up straight on the runway.
Alright, mate. 23
Apologies.
left, yeah?
Yeah, apologies if I land on someone's back.
Nigel,
Yeah.
just
I can see
turn-
Nigel.
Turn right now.
I bet it's that group flight setting which you can't change, can you, until you go back to the main menu?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Turn right.
Should- it
and
should
then
load quicker
kind
this
of
time.
Straight ahead. Got the you have to cross 23
Load.
right. Yeah, that's the way.
23 left, flight conditions, live players.
Nigel, now straight, and then there will be. I think you will be going through Papa, and then on the chart there's the Delta Zulu.
Yeah, I can. I'm using little nav map now. I can't get that Navigraph thing. I can't sign in and stuff. Or it's far too busy.
Okay.
But you're doing 2-3 left, yeah.
Yeah.
No, just yeah. Now just turn left. Turn left and straight ahead. So we will just cross the runway and then you will see us.
You'll see Don Criso and
Donkey. So
AWG
Oh,
is
yep. Gotcha.
0208.
I can
is
see
me.
you. Yeah, I can see you.
2-3 left, they only usually use it for departing, not landing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird seeing people land on it. There's another place over that side you can get a cracking view as well. You see a lot of YouTube videos of filmed from like a field.
There's a hill over that side, right
That's
by
it.
23 left, and that's where I usually go.
Down a muddy track. There's
Yeah, that's
horses
it.
down there. No, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I used to go.
And then you used to be able to park, but they blocked the road off now, just where the landing lights are for runway 23 right.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
Right, but
We
some
tried
houses,
it.
it's all blocked
Yeah.
off now.
That's right. And then there's another good pub on the road on the start of 5 right, I think it is, isn't there? It's a big pub.
I don't know, I only know the one at the airport itself.
Yeah, it's a main road. I think right on the
That one at the airport, they
approach
got old,
to 5 left or 5 right.
yeah, the one at the airport, they use like old engine cowlings off a 777 that you can sit in.
I can see you, James.
Oh, I'm here now, one.
Yeah.
Excellent. I can't see anyone yet. Take a while for everyone to spawn in. I'll set this up quickly.
Right,
Gonna
I see
move
you.
to behind you.
I see you guys. Who are full? Is you, Nigel?
That's
Me?
Nigel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm right behind you, I think,
Yeah.
or right behind somebody.
No, I'm behind you. You are behind Don Chris.
Ah, yeah.
Right, okay. Where is Steve?
I'm moving up towards to get behind James.
I can see James, yeah. I sent the field, yeah.
I'm just coming up behind him now.
Okay.
Just going to quickly put this info in quickly. What costing decks do you guys use on the A320s?
35 I used.
I always have 85. Is it
That's
lower
what
than
the-
over the high?
That's what the SOP says.
Are we on 300 flight level?
Yeah.
I think I'm good to go now. That's set.
Ready to take off. Check
What's
is
the
completed.
UNH 2983?
Okay. Okay, it's ready.
Temperature. Transition altitude 6,000, is it?
Spoilers armed. Check the flight crew.
Good to go.
Flight crew announce them. Right, that's the flight crew.
Got a nice strong headwind there.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
How do you pre-arm the spoilers?
Let's prepare for
Click
takeoff.
forward, push them forward.
Yeah,
Key.
like, it's like lifts
I
up.
don't know, Key. I've got it set up on my
No
yoke.
use. Ready.
On FSX, it used to be shift and that /. So I've had to map my keys on here to do the same thing.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, might
They're not mapped on here. That's the only one that's not mapped.
Okay,
So I think it's always shift / for the arm in it, and then just / on its own to
Go straight
What's
on.
that?
James, just take
Ah,
off.
now I can see plane behind me. I see 3 planes behind me now.
Yeah. Good.
You all ready to go? Are you waiting for me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're
were.
waiting
Oh,
for
okay.
you.
I was sorry, I wasn't sure. Fuck off,
Just
wait.
blocking the runway. Fuck.
I have loads of fuel on board. Hoga!
Oh, come on. Just ruining the engines.
Go and pick me up a nice Irish girl.
Like Ed Sheeran.
I can say that because the wife's not here.
We go.
Okay,
Hoga.
clear runway.
Oh god.
Airborne. Gear up.
Don't forget your gears, Chris.
Oh. Got it up. Hey.
It's a nice place to go, just to depart in a place called Tapton Park, if you ever out that way. Part of the National Trust.
So guys, service.
Boarded.
Very cloudy below.
Nigel, I see you with your gears down. I don't know if it's a bug or...
It's usually the other way around. You don't usually see the gears.
Should be up. Let me just check. Yes, the carriage is up. Lights are out.
Okay.
It's a bit bug though.
Why is it going to walk back? Oh, that's better. God, it's rubbish, this thing.
What A320 you flying, Nigel? You flying the default one?
Yeah, just the bog standard.
You'll see a difference in the fly-by-wire.
Yeah.
Major difference.
The wire is shit.
Yes, this...
Multi-panel doesn't work, so it's shit.
Well, I'm not particularly impressed with fly-by-wire anyway, the way they've gone about things. But anyway. Little nav
Ladies
map.
and gentlemen,
iPad.
the captain has turned off the fasten seat belt sign,
Zoom
and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seat belt fastened while you're seated.
Lights out.
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold
Standard
drinks
pressure.
and food. Please check the magazine in front of you for our latest offers
Lights
on food,
out.
drink and duty-free shopping.
Website on.
You say 27 for arrival, is it?
26.
26.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the Wi-Fi for you to access. Please check the seat pocket for Wi-Fi information. If you need any assistance, ask for one of our crew members. Thank you.
No stars available.
No.
Londonderry, did we do that as part of the tour? Is it Daffodil Tour? No, it's Wales, isn't it?
No, it's the Shamrock tour.
Yeah, that's it, Shamrock. Can't remember what it looked like because all the airports I flew that day, it just rained constantly. Rough as anything.
Does the default one work out on top of descent?
I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
Chris, no.
No. If you want to ask about any faults in our house,
Chris doesn't usually make it to top of descent.
I've got comparison to X-Plane 11 where everything is working.
Everything
so
works.
I think that doesn't work. Or maybe it would be quicker to say what actually works in our fence. It's not bad, it's just a game. It should be changed to
Got a right thick black cloud now.
But on the other hand, you can just learn a lot by, not having all this, fancy stuff functional in your airplane because you have to fly it manually
Yeah.
and you have to know how to do it, which is good. Which is good because then you learn by doing stuff, and then when you go to like working plane, and it's just airborne. Just click L nav, V nav. Thank you, autopilot 1 to auto launch. fuck off.
Yeah.
That's it. So what's the fun? There's no fun. Calculating, top of descent based on the, like ground speed and altitude.
Yeah.
So much fun. And
Yeah,
just, trying to adjust, vertical speed.
Yeah.
And, all the flaps all the way, speed of the aircraft as well. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and it just makes you think, not just good stuff.
Does the FPA work? So you can set the bug to -3 and it will appear on PFD as your vector. Doesn't matter if you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, it says it does. Toggle path angle display mode. Oh, it does. It says it does. That might be handy for a landing.
Here comes Nigel, and he sees stuff like in default A320 that actually works, and no one has got a fucking clue what it is. Why not?
That'll be very handy. That'll keep you. That's your vector through the air, so that will be handy to see that on the PFD.
Mm-hmm.
You can just use that to do your climb or your descent, generally speaking.
Do you want to talk about it, Nigel?
I'm going to try it first and see if it works. I'll let you know if it works.
Airbus 320 so tiny. Trying to think of 7.
What does EFOB mean?
FOB.
EFOB.
Estimated fuel on board?
2.2 it says.
Not litres.
Good luck.
Okay.
In liters. Yeah. Have you got a glider, Steve? Jesus.
It's on the when you go to the flight plan screen on the bottom, right along the bottom in white, bottom right.
That's your estimated fuel on board at your destination.
Right. Cool. Cheers, Nigel.
You put your parachute back now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem with the default Airbus is just at 25,000 feet, it just starts to fucking swing up and down.
I won't get an overspeed warning.
Off the throttle.
Throttle's on climb, which is bizarre.
You're at 30,000, yeah.
30,000, yeah. 320. What the heck? It's not staying on the speed it should be. It should be at
You've not got your flaps at level 1 still. Stage. I know would have done that ages ago, wouldn't it? Overspeed. It's overspeed at 260, I think, isn't it?
Oh, hang about. I wonder if I've done my speed thing up here. Let's just check.
You've got speed knob to manage.
Yeah, that's on there. I don't know what it is. What am I missing here?
Auto throttle is on.
Auto throttle's on climb. If that's what it means. Is that what CL means, climb?
The button auto
The
throttle.
Oh
button
shit.
green.
Yeah, there we go. Well done, thank you. Got it. Ah,
See, I told you, ask me.
because I've been flying that Captain Shady. I haven't flown Airbus for a while.
Yeah.
No, last week,
Boeing-
wasn't it, when we did last Wednesday?
Yeah, Boeing is totally different. It's much more fun.
And then the Captain's Shady plane, right, on the 777.
Oh, yeah.
If VNAV on it, it just goes up like NASA rocket.
Yeah, it's like between 3 and 4,000 in just like 10 minutes, you just like 30.
It goes nuts. Oh, you can descend in the last 5 minutes and you'll be down in time.
Yeah.
That's using the salty mod as well.
Yeah, it simply doesn't work. But it works in 737. People
Well, hopefully not much longer now. PMDG.
Hopefully.
I don't even know if I remember how to fly 737 again. I have to go on a crash course.
It's absolutely brilliant. I just love it. It's just so nice to fly.
The Zebo one's free, isn't it?
Yeah.
Explain. That's mad, those.
It's a brilliant plane, really. Everything works. Every fucking button, every fucking function.
Why don't they port it over to us then, so we can have a bit of fun in the 737? So that shitty Max they got.
It's gonna be like 10 minutes and we have to descend.
Yeah, I've just worked mine out roughly, and it's about that. I'm not even at 30,000 yet.
You are too cautious, Nigel.
I'm not there. I don't know what my cost index was. I didn't touch it, so it's probably set to 100.
100, yeah.
Yeah, so it should be climbing faster.
My top of descent is just over Belfast. I'm not sure if that's right.
Yeah, it's about right. Little bit sporty for my liking, but yeah, that'll do.
It should be like what, 100 miles roughly?
86 it says on mine, yeah.
Depends how high you are.
Yeah, 80
To 2,500 feet from 30,000 it says 86. So.
Yeah.
That right, isn't it?
With that, well, it's a crosswind, so at the moment your ground is not affecting your ground speed much.
Enter destination data. Right.
Already?
Yeah.
Are you on Concorde?
I'm behind you.
Luckily it doesn't work for... well, it works, but it doesn't give you the message for a different one.
Destination data though, I've never really got round that. Is that just your QNH and all that kind of stuff you put in?
Yeah, QNH, temp, your magnitude and wind.
Decision heights and stuff like that. Just nothing to worry about. Play with James.
I'm like you, I just dive and hope for the best. Where'd you put your decision height in an Airbus then? That's something I've never done.
You go to performance and then you go
the
click next.
Last page.
One of the last phases.
Last page is go around, so one before that.
So I've got an approach page here, ILS 26.
Yeah, that should be it.
Barrow on radio.
Yeah.
Barrow, is that where you write it now, is it?
Barrow is from sea level, and radio is from the actual runway height. So it's decision high is radio.
Okay.
Yeah, decision height is radio, decision altitude is Barrow. And it depends which one you're going to use from your approach chart.
Yeah.
If you have the luxury of a radio altimeter, then use the radio.
I usually just wait for my tyres to make a bit of a noise and I know I've touched down.
Sometimes if you're approaching over the edge of a cliff, then the radio one isn't going to do you any good. It's not going to do you any favours.
No.
I'm just going touch and go and go back to Manchester.
Nigel, which one of the decisions high is the one that you have to put on the Airbus? Because if you see the chart, there's a lot of numbers.
Let me have a look at the chart because I haven't. Naughty boy. Generally speaking, it's the one in brackets is the one you want.
Yeah, I know, but you have
right.
ILS, log.
Okay. Let me have a look.
And sometimes you have Cat 3, Cat 2.
Yeah, it depends how you're going to. Depends how you're going to land. What your airplane is equipped for. So in our case, for the plate for tonight, we have a decision height of 200 feet because we will have everything. We will have Cat A.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 211 feet barrow and 200 feet radio.
Okay.
And our visual range is 750 meters, so we can go down to 750 meters of visibility because we're on full. Well, we always are on full in here. Yeah, so we are going to be 200 feet.
Okay, thank you.
It's on the left corner, Roberto, of the chart. When you've got this like standard, and then you've got this AB 211.
In this case, it's more simple. It's not too much information, but some charts you have Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, log, and a lot of numbers. I normally, when flying the Airbus or the 747, I put the one that is the lower high decision. In this case, 200.
Yeah, that's good.
So according to the ATIS I've searched up here, it's got variable winds at 1 knot. Or variable direction, is it?
Yeah, so it's variable, so you can pick any runway. Well, not in real life, they'll still tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set off then for London. Yeah, I think I'm asked today to put everything in for taking off and cruise and all that. It's just the landing side of things. Like charts and all that, not very good charts.
Just a few minutes on the cruise altitude.
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes maybe. That's why they are just lobbying. They are lobbying in UK to abort, domestic flights.
I think the shortest flight is Liverpool to Dublin, isn't it? Ryanair 737 and EasyJet go Liverpool Belfast.
The shortest one was the one we did up in Scotland. That's the
right.
Shortest.
Yeah.
No, I mean on a plane this size, narrow body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was great fun.
Yeah, there's more preparation than actual flight.
Yeah.
Up, down, like a yo-yo.
Just went down. Yeah.
Might have a crack at doing the competition tomorrow. Keep forgetting to do it.
Yeah. It's tight, very tight.
Oh, I see that.
Yep.
What was the flight time on it? I haven't really read it yet. 2 hours, is it?
2:15.
1:35.
Oh, is it?
That short?
From the competition?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1:35.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
I have tried a lot of times. And I get just 5 seconds over the time, 10 seconds over the time.
Oh. Change that cost index, that mile.
Yeah. I'm going to park in the runway.
We'll do what Chris does, just dive it.
No transitions in the start, no? In the ILS, sorry.
No,
There's
doesn't
none,
look
isn't there?
No.
Showing none on mine.
So, those of you that want to, when you're in the descent, if you press your VSFPA toggle button, which is in between AP1 and AP2, autopilot 1, autopilot 2, you'll see your PFD will change to a vector bird and a green line, and that's what you'll fly towards, rather than the flight director. It'll just change.
All right.
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah.
So while the aeroplane's flying autopilot, while it's in autopilot, it's a good time to experiment with it and see what it's doing.
Mm.
Okay.
It's more offsetting, isn't it? It's not in the centre.
Yeah, because of the wind. You've
Oh,
got a
right,
crosswind.
yeah.
You've got a crosswind. Yeah, so you can see it's saying, you can see what it's trying to do. And to the left of it is 2 sort of inward-facing arrows with the green line, and that's what you've got to put. You've got to keep the aeroplane dot on that.
The black dot in the centre.
Yeah, the black dot on that.
Yeah.
And if you keep that on all the way down the approach, sometimes it improves your approaches.
Ah.
For those who's got the Majestic Dash 8 with the HUD, the Majestic
which is
Dash
it?
8. I've got the Majestic Dash 8 with the HUD, and when you go to a Cat 3 ILS, it turns itself in. There's no glide slope or localizer. It just turns itself into a vector bird that you follow. You just follow it.
Right.
It's fantastic. The trouble is, it's not very accurate in FS8.
So for example, on MCU it just shows FPA in degrees. So for example, when you look at the charts, you see like it should be like 3 degrees, and then you just set it to 3 degrees.
You set it to 3 degrees, or for London City, you'd set 5.5, for example.
That's absolutely handy.
Dude, what would you do with 8, Nigel?
A lot better.
It's always fun. It's always fun to fly with Nigel.
Even better now he's on MSS.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying it so far. It's a bit of a learning. This is the first time I've flown this Airbus, so
I've done what Steve's done now. Just gone live time now. It's pitch black.
Yeah.
Want to see what night lights like.
Oh, I haven't gone for
Very
night
cloudy
light,
at the minute.
but I'm just going through black cloud. Yeah.
15,000 feet.
So,
Ice warnings just come up.
so in general, the charts are like a Bible, so you can
Oh, gotcha.
know everything from them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You should have everything on one plate, and you normally on the approach. What we do is we review the approach and we discuss the approach. And the key thing to note is the missed approach. That's the key thing to, and it's in a special little briefing strip all by itself.
Yeah.
So you can go straight to it and read it when you need to. So yeah, so we run through it all when we're doing it properly. If it's just me, I still tend to read it out and make notes.
in general, I've got now the 2 green lines. The one is like a flight plan, and the one that the plane is flying. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
on CDU.
I haven't got a second monitor set up yet, so I'm looking forward to getting a second monitor back.
Yeah, makes life so much easier.
Yeah, I've got a little nav map on the iPad, but it's not functionality isn't quite the same.
With something like this, so you can just see it on the second screen.
Oh yeah.
So cool to have it, like on your right. You don't have to zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah, because you can do that once you've got your second monitor, Nigel. If you press Alt Control on any of the dials, you can pop them out of the screen and drag them across to your second screen.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect the FPS either, I've noticed.
No.
I like it used on P3D.
Oh, just click Alt, like right Alt and left mouse button. Pops up.
Right Alt, isn't it? On my keyboard.
Yeah.
I am.
Just coming to 10,000.
And me, but I think I'm too high.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in
the point I am at now. I'm at a decel point, so it raises the nose to slow you down before it starts descending again.
Yeah, I'm just going for that now.
Yeah.
Let's go
But
down.
you
I'm
can,
just
if
coming
you
up
can
to
just
course.
control it like manually.
That's what I'm
Just,
doing, yeah.
Go to manual speed and just reduce it on the panel.
I see you diving, Bruce.
I know. Just trying to do my best. My vertical speed is 30 to 100 just now. I'll be fine. I'm always fine.
I have played with aircraft performance in Little Nahmab, and it works almost accurate on the top of the sun.
I think Little Navmap is like really last minute top of descent. So
no, but you can play with performance. There's a way.
yeah.
How low blows it?
Vertical speed. Oh. No. So concentrated.
These clouds are very scary.
I think I'm too high still.
Yeah, I do. I think I am at 6,600.
I'll just send
About
it
to do my
earlier as well. I'll just send it earlier than the recommended top percent.
I'm like 2900.
No, it's going down fast now on the sale. Oh well. Not even on the glide slope yet either.
I learned from 777 that you have to descend a bit quicker than what you think it is. So it will give you some time. Especially with simple approaches like this, because this is like straight, left, and here we go. When you've got a loop or something like this, then it's much better to decelerate, but in this one it's just like straight left, here we go.
Runway in sight. I remember the Krypton factory years ago when they used to have to do this kind of thing. Landing a plane.
Right.
Old program in the 80s. Showing my age.
If you put your FPA mode on the approach, you'll see what I mean, how it can help you.
I'm near enough central again now. A little too high now.
Not too far.
You're down.
I'll have to go round.
So Nigel, you mean this thingy that is moving?
Yep.
This stuff, yeah.
Don't know, can't see. I've only got one monitor. I'm busy landing.
Multitasking.
No, I'm friendly. I can see someone's nav lights ahead of me.
Good.
Runway inside.
Might just make it. Still got 4 white lights at the minute. It's piston down as well. Typical of Ireland.
Yeah, I'm going to go around.
God, this is terrible weather.
Just chuck it down rain.
That is on the... Oh, who's that? Just gone over my head. 208.
Mate.
Just going round. I'm down.
Even MCDU in default shows you like GS category 1 or 2 or 3, which is cool. I think they they must have added it recently. Yeah.
Clear runway.
2,500.
Speed 140. Yeah. Okay, so with this, Nigel, with this FPA activated, you're just aiming for the black dot, yeah?
Yeah, you should be. You should be able to. You've still got your localizer and glide slope indicators. Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you
But-
if you cross-refer them to that as well, then you'll see what it's trying to do. Yeah, it's worth experimenting. Probably on a better day than today is rubbish, but it's
Yeah,
worth
but
experimenting with. It's very
in general,
handy.
it looks like this. So with the diamonds, like in the center, it is in the center. So it's nice. Wow. Good stuff. Oh. Plan. Got the instruments.
I have always to ask you, Chris, to get out of the runway very fast.
No problem.
Final.
Final as well. Just 1.5 miles.
1,000.
Spoilers. Yes.
$500. $400.
Lead on runway.
100 above. Minimum. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
But they're not used to as much traffic.
I've no idea where I'm parking. Looks like
it's hard
GA. Looks like GA parking to me.
There is some proper parking around, but it's hard to get there if you're in the dark.
Chris is in front of me, so.
That's just by the tower.
Nah,
For your
I'll
safety
stop
and
here. That'll do
comfort,
me.
please remain seated with your seat belt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seat belt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it is safe for you to move about. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. If you require deplaning assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers have deplaned. One of our crew members will then be pleased to assist you. I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Thank you.
Where have you parked? I only see James.
Yeah, it's only me here.
I've abandoned it on the other side of the runway, I think.
Okay, I'm just behind you.
Steve's just coming on finals again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see James on the left. Yeah.
And how do you summon ground power?
You have to bang on in your parking for it to work. Like, if you're not quite on the line properly, it won't come up.
I'm just in a field probably, so...
Yeah, that's it. It'll usually come up available at the top there in a green light.
Yeah, I haven't got that.
I think you can request it in the ATC menu, but I'm not sure if it ever works. Tune into ground services. Yeah, you can request power supply, but I don't know. It might say unavailable.
Yeah, it wasn't there, so...
Chris and Roberto sharing the same parking space.
Oh yeah, next to each other.
Better. Right.
Well, I think I learnt a lot from that.
I think we learnt a lot from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have we, yeah.
Another new thing I didn't know about the Airbus.
Button on Airbus.
I'm amazed it works on the default one.
Yeah.
Mm.
It came in far too fast. I think I'll wait till that Felix one is out. Phoenix one.
Yeah, that's looking good. Haven't had an update from them recently though.
But I'll have to do that. Add that fly-by-wire one because I want to try and get the parking brake working. Now I can debug on the same machine.
Ah, yeah. The thing is as well is you've got access to the SDK within Microsoft Flight Sim. You have to act like the developer stuff.
Yep. Yep.
So that might help you out a lot there.
Yep. Well, the development environment I use for Compass is I can step through the code line by line as it's running as well, so that's very handy.
Two reds, two whites, that's looking good.
And then the tower tells you to go round.
500.
They did that to me at Hong Kong. Like that. In the end, I give up with the ATC on here. 3 times I had to go round. So
Bloody hell.
Every time a default aircraft come round, I had to go round again.
Oh my goodness.
But in the end, I just switched her off. This was when it first come out.
Yeah, it's never been the best.
Here's the landing.
Looking good, that is for me.
Yep, back down. Nose down.
I'm really murky all of a sudden. It's like smoke off your tyres.
So when you're in the external view, can you turn off all these airspeed engines?
Yes. Yes, but I don't know. I don't know if you can. I think it's. You have to go to the general settings. I think it's.
Okay.
Well, if you just go in your cameras and use your drone mode, then you don't get none of this.
Drone mode?
Yeah,
And if you click on your camera icon at the top, go to showcase.
Camera.
No, just click insert.
Showcase. Ooh, blimey.
Now, if you've got an Xbox controller, that's handy to use on the drone.
Yeah, I use it with a PlayStation control.
Is there one where I can use my joystick point of view hat to move around? No.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but you have to set. You have to set it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
use
do.
my hat thing to move around. Yeah, left, right, up and down.
Normally, in the default scenery, when you go to the drone cam, you can't fly your airplane. But I think for default is the C letter. You change between moving your drone cam or flying the airplane. But you have to set all the controls.
Sounds like a right pain in the neck.
Yeah, usually when you plug the Xbox remote in, it'll give you the option to keep it default settings or change it yourself.
Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, I just ended up over here, mate.
There's only five spaces for airliners. No, 4.
Oh yeah. Are you over in them spaces? Is that where you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one left. Left of planes.
But you know, if I paying for my landing, I'm going to get some luxury. Got an external generator van as well.
Is this a taxiway? Oh yeah.
Hard in the dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Taxiway, but it has a big X on it.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm just going. That's what I asked. It's like I'm following little nav maps. Like,
Yeah, you're going to have to end up going across the grass now. That's what I did. Exactly the same as you. Follow the tyre marks on the grass if it's still there.
yeah.
Planes, we've got the same set of services in place. Exactly the same setup.
Yeah, cool, isn't it? Oh yeah, I'm paying for it, so I want all the services.
I'm just using this pullback helper stuff.
I've requested beer, but the ATC aren't answering me now.
There we go. Made it. Oh, the stairs do work. Wicked. Catering, baggage, power.
Got everything on it. It's got everything.
Yeah.
For a change. It's annoying when they say it's unavailable.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right, shut down the engines. External power on, APU. That's on, that's on, that's on. Wicked. Engines off. Lovely jubbly.
Light in the dark with that beacon flashing.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, good
Nice
flight.
shot. Nice shot. The window towards the left.
Oh, I feel guilty now. I didn't come across.
Just lazy.
Yeah, it's good, but you are vindicated by this, one button working. Yeah.
Are you using push bar to
Oh, you got...
how it's
You got different scenery on one of your guys. Hang on, we took that picture there. Roberto, you got different scenery.
I download the one that put I think Steve on Discord.
That's quite smart, that does, compared to what I'm looking at right now.
Mm.
Doing a good job of that. Is that Flight Sim 2, is it?
Yep.
There's that much scenery out there now, it's unbelievable, isn't it? You just can't keep track of what you've got.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm
And
glad
you
I
have
used
to have,
that
like,
external thing.
10 gigabytes, hard drive or whatever, just accommodate everything that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Trouble is,
when
by the
you've
time
got-
you...
Yeah, and when you've got 2 simulators, then it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Just a computer for the Sims.
Yeah, exactly.
Problem
Yeah,
is,
it's
some
fun.
of the airports you might not use again for a while, and then you don't know if they've been updated or not.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Yeah.
Constantly keep checking them, don't you, all the time?
Well, yeah, it's fun. It's just part of the job. Just keep on digging, checking, and having fun.
Exactly.
Nice that we got all these options anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
Not paying like 20, 30 quid a fucking airport all the time. It gets a bit costly, doesn't it?
Chernobyl next week.
Who is it?
Yep.
You have to wear special suits.
If it's up to you. Entirely up to you.
We're going to come back green if we don't.
Most probably.
Did you say Chernobyl, did you say?
I did, yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
There is scenery for
Got
that as
green
well.
web feet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so look at that.
What
back
it's
on.
Greenland next week?
No, I've just I had to deactivate the Chernobyl tour because on the front page it put that one up before the one we did tonight on the main page. The newsflash heading, and I couldn't get around it. So the only way I could get around it was deactivate the Chernobyl tour, and I've just reactivated it now.
I'll get that now while I'm thinking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I bought that DC6.
it's awesome, isn't it?
Oh my god. I think you probably won't see me again when I find the time to start flying it.
We could have
Yeah,
like
so
a
just on
Wednesday tutorial on how to get it off the ground.
It's not that difficult to get
It's not. No.
off the ground. The autopilot is an old-fashioned autopilot.
Yeah.
So
You have to-
that's a bit tricky, but everything else is quite straightforward. Even starting it, if you
Yeah.
doesn't take long to get the hang of it. I haven't tried it yet, but
Yeah.
Sounds really nice though.
it does.
It's good.
Yeah.
Proper old aircraft.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Chernobyl,
definitely.
MVP.
Without giving much away, we might have a use for it soon.
Yeah.
I think I found the scenery. It says it's compatible with the latest update.
Yeah, Roberto was asking about that a few days ago, wasn't you, Roberto? Because you saw something in, what did you see in Compass? And you asked me about in the drop-down box for aircraft. Remember? You messaged me.
About what? Sorry.
Let me go into my messages to find. I think it was you. Yeah. Because you found on Compass, didn't you? Under one of your flights, you did a stall flight, and it come up with historic air and then historic jet.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. And like, they messaged me, and I just put it's a new project. A new project we're setting up.
It's a secret project, Roberto.
Well, it was.
Yeah,
It was secret.
it was. Yeah,
It will.
Yeah, I think I spotted that on one of my tours I did as well.
yeah.
It will allow you to fly a pre-1970 aeroplane of your choice.
Yeah.
Passenger airplane of your choice.
Cool.
On historic routes, not
Oh,
on
yes.
any route, but on historic routes.
Yeah, you wouldn't fancy London to New York, would you? Bloody hell.
Well, that's going to be in there because you could use a Boeing 707 or a
Concorde.
I was thinking the Costello was what was Constellation.
Constellation
Oh,
will do it,
blimey.
and the
Imagine how long that
DC6.
take.
Yeah, the DC6 will do it. DC4 will do it. It'll take you about 10 hours, but
They don't fly very high either. Is it about 15,000 feet or something like that?
well, Constellations in DC6s are pressurized, so they can go.
Oh, they can go higher.
They can go high. DC4 is going to be limited to about 12,000 before your passengers start complaining. But there was a DC4 that had Merlin engines called the Canadair, and that was pressurized. So, a gorgeous thing.
I watched the thing on YouTube the other day where a documentary on these planes that they converted for cars. You can only get about 4 cars in it. I forget what it's called.
They were
Real
DC.
ugly thing.
Yeah, they were DC4s with that
That's
were
it.
highly modified. Yeah, they were quite funny, aren't they?
It looked like a mini 747.
Yeah, they're quite funny things.